Hi, it's the Money Guy, Adam Phillips, and today I'm talking about business bank accounts and whether you actually even need one. Hi, welcome back. So the coronavirus, COVID-19 pandemic is still going on, and there were a number of different schemes directed for the self-employed in the UK, set up of course by the UK government. One of those little schemes is the bounce back loan, which in its own right could be a fantastic asset to invest in. It's a free loan for the first 12 months. You don't pay anything for 12 months, but on the 13th month, you will start paying interest, and that's at a rate of 2.5%, which for commercial lending is incredibly cheap. I cannot stress how cheap that actually is. There's also very little underwriting done for the bounce back loans, so most of us, not everyone, but most of us would get it if they were to apply for it. There are limitations and terms and conditions involved. Feel free to go back to my bounce back video. It's in my channel somewhere. Anyway, right, so because of the bounce back loan, it has sparked a flurry of the same question over and over, and I thought I'd make a video about it now, which is, I haven't got a business account, I've only got my personal account and I run my business through it. Do I need to have a business bank account? Well, legally, nope. You're not gonna get arrested for it. You're not gonna be put in there with the murderers or nothing like that. But it is in the terms and conditions of most UK banks that says you shouldn't be using a personal bank account for business banking purposes. There is a good reason for this, typically because with a business, there are simply more transactions than a personal one. Generally speaking, there are higher transactions and there's more of them. So we're in a unique position in the UK where personal banking is free for most of us. Obviously, there are chargeable bank accounts, like ones with cashback and ones that have insurable benefits as well. But the predominantly UK personal bank accounts are free. Business bank accounts can be free, and I know that a lot of people have objected to having one simply because of the charges, but I'm going to talk about that in a second. So with business bank accounts, why should you have one? Well, it's quite simple really. Things are far less muddy, should I say, less grey. And the reason for that is in a business bank account, let's say I'm a builder and I get paid, I've got a job for 30 grand and that will cover all materials, all rental of vehicles, and all of that will come to £20,000. It's 30 grand for the whole project, 20 grand for materials and hire of machinery, and that leaves me with 10 grand profit for me to take home and do whatever I want with. The question then is, if it's in a personal bank account, you've been paid 30 grand. You haven't been paid 10. And you have to then evidence everything that you've done, because otherwise they're going to sting you for the full 30 grand. They being HMRC, and they may even question what you're putting through and how much you're claiming as an income. With a business bank account, it's so much more simple. You have 30 grand comes in, 20 grand is spent, and then the £10,000 goes to your personal bank account. You can evidence really quickly that that went into there and that's what I took as an income. The business bank account, all the expenditure will come through. You still have to evidence it, of course, but the difference is there's far less grey area as to what I use for personal use and what I use for business. So having a business bank account makes things far less muddy. Stuff for business goes in and out of the business, stuff for personal goes in and out for personal. It doesn't get muddied with having to try and remember, oh, was that for my business, or was that for me, or was that eBay thing that I bought from, was that a business product or not? I don't know. And so it saves it getting all muddy. The next question I've been asked quite a lot is, can I just simply upgrade my personal account to a business one? And the answer is no, unfortunately. With most banks, you can upgrade, your silver personal bank account to a gold one whilst retaining your sort code and account number. But because it's still a personal bank account, it's easy, it's fine. With the business bank account, there isn't just you and the bank. There's a third party, and that third party is the business. So let's say, for example, it's the Money Guy Limited, is my business. That is the owner of the business account, because I might come and go and so I might leave and someone else might come in, they run the bank account for me, but the bank account itself is still owned by It's the Money Guy Limited, by my company. I then come in and I'm the operator of the business account. So there's a third party, there's me, the business and the bank. With a personal account, it's far more simple. You've got me and the bank, and that's it. And because of the legal setup and the legal structure, and even obviously different businesses, different types, sole traders, limited companies, limited liability partnerships, they all have different legal structures, which is why having a business bank account can't be upgraded, unfortunately, from a personal one. It would be a lot simpler, mind, but hey, it is what it is. The next objection that I get about business bank accounts is, yeah, but I don't want to pay the £7.50 a month. Well, yeah, fair enough. But remember, business costs are tax deductible for a start. But also, you don't have to pay loads and loads of money. Now, there are lots of high street banks out there, Lloyds, NatWest, Barclays, to name just a few, that will charge you per transaction. Now, it's always worth checking out the tariff before signing up for a business bank account. The base rate might be really, really cheap. It could be £5, £6, something like that a month, which, you know, for most of us, £5 a month is pretty reasonable. But then you start finding out that if you pay in checks, or you've got electronic transfers in or electronic transfers out, or if you get paid cash, suddenly your £5 nice cheap business bank account ends up being £50, £60 a month. Now, that's where you need to start switching your bank account, because there are a lot of banks now offering free business banking facilities. The ones coming in through the ranks now, like Starling and Tide, are free business bank accounts. It's easy to switch your accounts over as well using the current account switcher service. The current account switcher service, by the way, is actually really, really good. It takes 7 working days from start to finish for you to transfer your business account from bank A to bank B. They transfer direct debits, standing orders, bill payments, credits in, anything really, and you haven't got to necessarily notify all of your new customers, because they'll redirect all the credits to the new business account permanently. So if I paid your old account, don't worry, from here on in, every time I pay that old bank account, it'll always get redirected to the new one. So you haven't got to necessarily inform me about that. So yeah, the current account switcher service is brilliant. It also, if you go for a full switch, it will allow the new bank to close down the old business bank account and transfer any money in it to the new one as well. Again, all done in 7 working days. There are very little errors when doing the current account switcher service. So don't let you being nervous about switching bank accounts be the reason you stay with them, because switching is so easy. Of course, Tide and Starling are free, but they're not on the high street. So have to bear that in mind. Take into account what you want as a customer. Do you want somewhere you can go in and talk to someone, or are you happy doing things over the internet? If you want help with switching your business bank account, or maybe just have a chat about it, all you have to do is pick up the phone and give me a call, or just message me on all the socials, or through my website, or through, of course, my app. More than happy to sort you through that. It's really, really easy to do. I can also talk to you about different tariffs, and we can discuss, if you like, what you want as a customer, and then we can try and find one that's suitable for you. So in short, I think that you should have a business bank account if you're running a business. Certainly the banking terms and conditions suggest that you should as well. Bearing in mind at the moment, things like the bounce back loan, people are being refused a bounce back loan because they haven't got a business account. So maybe setting one up would be a wise thing to do. So that's my take on business bank accounts. They're relatively cheap, they haven't got to be expensive. Switching to one is dead easy as well. It makes life so much easier and when you're doing your accounts at the end of the year. And remember, if you're not sure what you should be doing, all you have to do is pick up the phone or message me on my website, or go to any of my socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you name it, or my brand new app, which is now launched. You can chat to me through that as well. Oh, big shout out as well to Foxy the Adventurer. He's my mate, Luke Roseman's son, who's on YouTube as well. I'll put a link to his YouTube channel in the description below. Check him out. He's a real cute guy who goes around on his little adventures. So hello Foxy, hope you're well, and I'll catch up with you really soon. So for now, that's it. But if you have any questions or you want me to cover any particular topics, please comment below and I'll be happy to make a video about it. All the best, and I will speak to you very, very soon.